Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from sacredsoulempowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, August 17th through Sunday, August 23rd, 2020. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Crystal Angels deck. Just a reminder that we are now over midway through the month of August. And if you haven't already seen the monthly angel card reading, please be sure to go onto my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma and watch that monthly reading for the month of August, complete with the energy vibration of the month, the astrological transits of significance, as well as messages from our angels and guides. So before we start out by showing you the stones of choice, I want to say, how did everybody fare last week? Last week we had Mars, the warrior, in a challenging connection to Pluto, the transformer. And then this past Saturday, we had Uranus, the great awakener, turning to retrograde motion. So that was quite a powerfully packed week of energies last week, and I certainly felt it, and I'm wondering how you all did regarding all those energies, and whether there was any changes or redirections from Uranus changing direction, any expecting the unexpected energies that happened for you. And I hope everyone has made it through and is ready for this week that starts on the 17th. So let's go ahead and look at your stones of choice. Now, some of you that have watched my videos lately for a while knows that I create what's called special intention pendants with wrapping crystals and stones in either gold and silver wire. And sometimes I use those special intention pendants for the stones of choice, and this is one of those weeks. So with these special intention pendants, and just for some of you that don't know, I Reiki infuse them with certain intentions based on what the stone is all about, as well as calling in certain archangels or ascended masters to infuse their energies into it as well. Now this one, the first stone of choice here, this special intention pendant is blue apatite. Now, these pendants are not yet infused with their special intentions, or nor is there any archangel or ascended master energies yet called in with them. I've just completed the wrapping process. So what I'm going to give you, instead of giving you the special intentions that may be infused into the crystal or stone, I'm going to give you the definition of the stone itself, which of course also holds a significance with these pendants. So the blue apatite, this is a stone of personal power to achieve one's goals. It helps to clear confusion, and it stimulates the intellect to expand into one's truth. It helps to increase one's psychic abilities, especially channeling or clairaudience because of that blue color there. And it also helps one to connect with their past lives, as well as read the Akashic records. So again, that's blue apatite. The second stone of choice, and I held that one up to the camera for so long, I feel like I need to hold this one up for a while too. This one is wrapped in gold wire. I thought it would look good with the gold wire. And this one is called Picture Jasper. Now, there's all kinds of different types of jasper. I mean, there's red jasper, there's ocean jasper, there's, so many that I couldn't even remember all of them to name. But this one is called Picture Jasper because, as you can see, it has this wonderful, what do I want to say, variance in color. There's some dark brown, there's some lighter tan, there's some white, and they're always different, the Picture Jasper. But it's almost like they form a picture. And to give you the definition of this particular stone, this is actually considered a sacred and powerful stone of protection. It helps to protect one physically as well as spiritually. And the pictures, which is why it's called Picture Jasper, this particular stone contains hidden messages from the past, from ancient times past. It can assist one with shamanic journeying, and it helps to merge our consciousness with the earth. You know, Jaspers are a very earthy kind of stone, and the consciousness of Earth Mother Gaia is, you know, part of that, obviously, earth consciousness. So it helps us to merge with that Earth Mother Gaia consciousness. Okay. And then your last stone of choice. This is a brand new stone that I've recently come upon. I've actually never even heard of this stone until recently. And believe me, I have lots of stones and know lots of names of different stones. But this one is called Scolecite. Scolecite, Scolecite. So it was new to me when I saw it. It's a beautiful white color here. And this one helps to facilitate spiritual transformation. So facilitates spiritual transformation. It assists in communication with spirit or your guides and angels as well. It helps to clear away fears and worries. And one can receive ancient knowledge from both past and future civilizations from this stone. So again, Scolecite. Just to name them all again, we have the blue Apatite, we have the picture Jasper, we have the Scolecite. Those are your stones of choice. So let's talk a little bit about the astrological highlights for this week of the 17th through the 23rd. We start out on Monday the 17th, and this happens very early Pacific time in the morning. So, in fact, we're going to feel this on Sunday the 16th of last week if you're watching this a little bit early. So, Monday the 17th, we have Mercury, the planet that rules our thoughts, ideas, and our communications. It rules our perceptions, all things of the mental realm. And it's in a positive connection to Mars, which is the planet of energy and action and forward movement in his home sign of Aries. Mercury right now is in the fire sign Leo. So they're both in this fire energy signs, you know, Mercury in Leo, Leo is fire, Mars is in Aries, Aries is fire. So there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of creative spiritual movement behind these particular planets as they positively connect with one another. So Mars activates and Mars fuels something with energy. So here with Mercury connecting with it, our ideas are going to be fueled, our creative thoughts and ideas, our creative self-expression through communication, speaking, teaching, writing. All of these are going to be fueled as perhaps messages as well. Mercury, obviously ruling all forms of communication, rules messages coming in. So if you've been waiting for some sort of communication to come to you or asking for some sort of message from spirit or the universe, that can start to come through with that particular transit. Also on Monday, the 17th, which also happens early, so again, we're going to be feeling this approaching on Sunday, the 16th. The sun is coming together with Mercury. So the sun likes to highlight something, right? Our sun shines its light upon us, and it highlights something. It highlights, us with its light. So here the sun, which is in Leo right now, creative, generous, leadership-oriented, passionate Leo, is coming together with Mercury, that planet that rules the mental realm, all of those thoughts, ideas, and communication. So again, there's something being highlighted here. The sun is shining its light upon this idea of messages, thoughts, communication, all through that filter of Leo, which is very creative and self-expressive, generous, connecting with the inner child, connecting with our take charge and leadership ability, that wonderful fiery energy. Now on Tuesday, we have a new moon coming up, okay? But before the new moon comes up on Tuesday, we have a couple of other aspects. One of those is Mercury again. So Mercury is definitely very active this week in the astrology. But Mercury is going to be making what's called an inconjunct to Saturn. Some astrologers call the inconjuncted quincunx. So quincunx are inconjunct between Mercury and Saturn. Now that means that there's some sort of adjustment that we have to make in our perceptions or in our way of thinking. Saturn is the planet that rules lessons, karmic lessons. Saturn rules restrictions and limitations and delays. Saturn also, though, rules structure, form, and manifestation. So here we're going to have a restructuring of how we're thinking, or here there may be delays in receiving messages, or here we're needing to understand the lessons through the thoughts and communications that we're having, perhaps with others. We need to adjust something again. So we might need to adjust our thinking, our perceptions, or adjust the way we're communicating with ourselves, with others. We might need to learn some Saturn lessons here. What is Saturn trying to teach us? Saturn also can be an energy of patience because he rules limitations and restrictions and delays. So we have to have a lot of patience as we are going through a restructuring process. Remember, I said Saturn rules structure and form. And so Saturn is here to help us to restructure how we're thinking, restructure how we're communicating, both in our own minds, within ourselves, and perhaps with other people. And then also before the new moon on Tuesday, Venus is in a sextile to Uranus. Now, Venus is a planet of love and harmony and balance and the divine feminine energies, and it does rule money and finances. It rules our values. It rules relationships. And the sextile is an aspect of opportunity, meaning that that energy is there with Venus in a sextile to Uranus. And Uranus, of course, is that great awakener energy, that planet that brings in the new, the different, the unusual, the unexpected, that redirects us, that brings change and revolution and possibilities into our lives, future possibilities. With the sextile, though, we have to recognize the opportunity. Since it's an aspect of opportunity, we have to recognize the opportunity and then take some sort of action on it. Remember how they say, you might see that there's an opportunity present, but if you don't do anything, the opportunity passes you by. That's what the sextile is about. So here we have a wonderful, Venus planet of blessings, because Venus does rule blessings in some way. It's a very beautiful, harmonious energy. So there's a possibility and opportunity here for some sort of unexpected blessing that may come about. But we have to recognize the opportunity, and then we have to take some sort of action or follow up on it. Now that leads us up to the new moon. The new moon is at 26 degrees of Leo on Tuesday, later on Tuesday. So new moons are about new beginnings and planting new seeds. Leo is about creative self-expression and all forms of creativity that we might have to show the world. Leo is about recognition and leadership and taking charge. Leo is also about children, or the inner child within us that wants to have fun, that wants to be appreciated. So all this creative fire energy with Leo is where the new moon is at 26 degrees. And that new moon makes a positive connection to Mars, which again is the activator planet that can put energy towards something, fueling this new beginning that we have in some area of our lives that deals with creative self-expression or leadership or taking charge or being generous or having fun, whatever that might be. That new moon is also in that funny inconjunct aspect to Saturn, okay? And then it's connecting to Mercury as well. So the connection to Mercury, again, can fuel some sort of communication and messages or new ideas. Since new moons are about new beginnings, there can be some new ideas, new thoughts, new directions that we want to go in. Maybe we want to initiate some sort of communication or initiate some sort of action or decision with both that Mercury and Mars. And then there's that funny inconjunct to Saturn, which says, okay, make a plan, have patience, stay determined, stay persistent, work through any lessons, work through any delays. Things might not happen all of a sudden, all at once, but if you're working towards something and you're diligent about it, you're going to, as things mature, because Saturn rules maturity, as things mature, as the energies mature, then you'll start to realize, the positive results that you're seeking. Now on Wednesday the 19th, Mercury, that planet that's been in Leo up until now, is now moving into Virgo. Okay, so Mercury is going to travel through Virgo for the next couple, 2-3 weeks here. And then on Saturday the 22nd, the Sun follows suit by moving out of Leo and into Virgo. So as of Wednesday and Saturday, with Mercury and the Sun moving into moving into Virgo, we now have at least a month. Of course, the Sun will be in Virgo for a month. Mercury may be in Virgo just a little bit less than that, depending. We have this shift of focus. Now we're moving away from the Leo energies of fun and adventure and leadership and creative self-expression and fire and just wanting to exude one's light and be appreciated and recognized for what one offers out to the world. Now we're shifting energies into Virgo soon. Well, as of Wednesday and Saturday, and then for the next month. And Virgo is about what? Paying attention to details. It's about work, effort, focus, service to other people. Picking things apart to understand, the details of how something works or operates, or what I need to do next. Making lists, completing, chores or completing activities. Virgo is all about work because it's an earth sign. It's about things that are more practical and grounded, as opposed to Leo that just wants to kind of shine its light and have fun and be appreciated. So there's going to, we're going to definitely feel that shift after the new moon. Of course, the planting of the seeds occurs in that Leo energy, 26 degrees of Leo, okay? So plant the seeds of taking charge of one's life, being creative in some way, being energetic with your creations, having fun with what it is that you're doing in life or your creations, and connect with and heal that inner child, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards and see what the messages from our angels and guides are for the week. So we turn over the first one, and we have Major Arcana number 7. And this is the Triumph card. In the traditional tarot, this is the Chariot. The Chariot card is usually shown with someone in a horse-drawn carriage or buggy or of that sort, in a chariot, basically. The person's in a chariot, and it's being pulled by 2 horses in the traditional tarot. One horse is seemingly going in one direction, the other horse is going in the other direction. One horse is white, the other horse is black. So that usually is symbolic of a struggle within us, I don't want to say the light versus the dark, rather I want to say our ego, the dark horse, versus our higher soul self, the white horse. And there might be a little bit of a struggle or a needing to kind of pull things into focus, pull things into a straight ahead, straight away kind of mode of operation, because one horse again wants to go in one direction, the other one goes in the other direction. So you're not moving forward in that chariot very fast until those horses kind of come together into a balanced focus straight ahead. Now this Triumph card is a little different because it has one person on the horse itself, and there's only one horse. And this person is holding a flag, and it's a red flag. The color red is about energy, action, passion, to me, forward movement. It's not a white flag of surrender, it's a red flag of action. And to me, this is saying take action and move forward, that you're going to have success if you put some sort of energy and action into movement, okay? Again, this symbology is a little bit different here. This person is moving forward. You could even ascertain that this person is galloping forward on this horse just because his hair is kind of flowing here in the wind, indicating that there's some sort of fast movement here. So in this fast forward movement, in putting energy and action towards something, the message from this card says we're going to triumph. We're going to be successful in moving forward. I do feel like we may need to have a little bit of patience. I do feel like maybe we need to make a little bit of a plan. I do feel like we need to pay attention to the details and use powers of discernment and ascertaining what's best for us or the right timing, etc., because it's the number 7. And the number 7 deals with all those things. The number 7 deals with details, and it deals with discernment, and it deals with having faith and trust, because you might not be able to see everything quite yet. all the information isn't there quite yet, but you're still moving forward the best you can. You're making a plan. That's what the number 7 is. So if you do all of these things again and move forward, take some sort of action, any action, even if it's small, to go in the direction of your goals and your dreams, this is saying that eventually you're going to triumph. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next card here. Okay, another major arcana. This is major arcana number 1. In this deck, it's called awareness. I know a lot of you know that the major arcana number 1 is the magician in the traditional tarot. So the magician, this is being the creator of your own reality. This is using the magic of your thoughts, your words, your ideas, your visualization to manifest what it is that you desire in your life. Okay, the magician uses magic. Here in this card, this is termed awareness. This is about having some sort of higher awareness or wisdom regarding what's going on in life and who you are and what you want to do and what steps need to be taken to get there. This person's crown chakra is lit up. Not only is the crown chakra lit up, but there's a big circle around it as well. It kind of almost covers the third eye as well. So we have third eye crown chakra going on here. Your inner perceptions, your psychic perceptions, your inner knowingness, your ability to just know something is right for you or not, that expansion of consciousness, opening up that crown chakra to receive higher information and higher guidance as shown by the light here, almost like a pouring down from the universe of guidance, information, thoughts, aha moments, decisions, having epiphanies. So you're having an awareness of something here. You're having a strong awareness about something from a higher perspective. This is the higher perspective of circumstances and situations that might be going on in your life and the bigger meaning of it all. Maybe it's the bigger meaning of what's going on the collective level, as well as the personal level. And knowing that as you take action, again, with the Triumph card, that you're going to be successful eventually in where it is that you're trying to go. The number 1 here, the first major arcana, the 1 is about being independent, taking charge, being self-confident, being courageous. And the number 1 is all about the self and being fully secure and grounded in yourself and who you are and what you desire for yourself in your life. So again, this is about becoming more aware and using your creative magic within yourself to move forward in life. Let's look at the last card here. Okay, the last card. Wow, another major arcana. Major arcana 21, the universe. In the traditional tarot, it is known as the universe or the world. And this being the last of the major arcana is letting us know that we're nearing the completion of something. Now, the fact that this is major arcana, and we have all major arcana, is talking about the soul's journey. This is less about, with the minor arcana, it's about the day-to-day details of life, what we're dealing with, home, family, career, business, money. When we have major arcana, this is about the soul's journey through the tarot. This is about our evolution and growth as a soul. And so this is saying that from a higher soul perspective, we're completing something, okay? The universe, the world card is about completion, endings, so that a new beginning can start. And we do have a new moon this week. So, there's something, again, and as I look at the fact that we have some planets moving into Virgo, and, Virgo is that 6th sign of the zodiac, halfway through, well, yes, just about. Yes, it's halfway through. It's the 6th sign of the zodiac. There's 12 signs in the zodiac. That means that the next full moon that comes up, as we now move forward after the sun has moved into Virgo, the next full moon is going to be in Pisces. It's always in that opposite sign where the sun is. The sun's going to be in Virgo. That means the full moon coming up next is going to be in Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. And the last sign of the zodiac and the full moon, which is endings, releasing, letting go, is a time of completion. So I feel like this universe message, this card here, is giving us a message of that this completion, this surrendering, this letting go, this healing, this ending, whatever it's about, I feel like is probably coming up with that next full moon cycle, okay? But for whatever reason, our angels and guides want to give us a heads up as far as that's concerned, that we're ending either an old pattern, an old way of life, an old way of believing about life, an old circumstance about life. There's something coming to completion here so that a new beginning can start. Now, the universe and the world card often means success on an earthly level as well. So I will throw that in when it comes to like career and who we are out in the world. If you get the world card, a lot of times it means, hey, you're recognized for who you are and what you're doing out in the world. You know, that you're getting that recognition that you've made it, you know, that you finally made something. You've completed this cycle of getting to where you want to go with who you are out in the world. So know that there's maybe something there too that comes with some sort of, you know, reward, if you will, of completing this particular journey of the soul. So let's go ahead and take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. Okay, so we're going to give this a little shuffle here. Taking a deep breath, and that first stone of choice was the blue apatite. So special message for blue apatite. Blue apatite special message. And this one, as I open my eyes, catches my attention, and it says, wow, love life. So apparently, blue apatite people, there's something going on in the love life, okay? Something within relationships, love. Maybe you're in an existing relationship where healing is taking place, or you're needing to make a decision about a relationship. Maybe you're looking for new love or relationship. And it says, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. So, you know, I feel like with some of you, there, you know, in relationship, maybe there's been struggles, maybe there's been challenges. This could potentially mean that in working through the challenges with your partner, that there's a renewed connection, there's a renewed sense of love, a renewed sense of respect, that you've moved to another level, you know, through in this relationship. This could also mean that if both parties, though, aren't on the same page, if you're in that existing relationship that continues to have challenges, and you both have different belief systems, or one person's trying and the other person isn't, then it might be time to release and let it go so that a new love relationship can eventually come in, one that's more in alignment with your truth, with who you are, with where you want to go, with what you want to do in life. Now, if you're single, again, this could be saying that you're ready, or that the universe is ready to bring to you the relationship that you're seeking. Now, it might not be this week, but I feel like there's some special significance of focusing on this idea of love and relationship, that you're ready. So I would say on that new moon on Tuesday, later on Tuesday, Pacific Eastern time, so maybe even waiting until Wednesday, that you maybe want to make out your vision board, create a vision board, or make out your list of what it is that you desire in a partner and in a relationship. And those are two different things. You know, what kind of qualities do you want in your partner? And also then, what kind of energy do you want in your love relationship? So maybe making out two separate lists for the new moon and phrasing that in a positive manner, you know, making sure that it's all phrased in a positive manner. Not using any can'ts or don'ts or won'ts, right? Those are negatives. And not using words that have a negative connotation. For instance, not saying something like, I want someone who's not addicted to drugs, for instance. Instead, you want to say something like, I want someone who's mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually balanced and whole. Or you could even, if you want to say, I would like someone free of addiction. But even then, you're using the word addiction. So I would try to stay away from those kind of words, because as you put anything like that down, you know, it's like we gravitate towards, we focus on what we hear, right? So even if you say, I want someone free of addiction, you're still hearing addiction. So you want to rephrase that in some other way. And that's just an example to let you know how to kind of create your list in the most positive way possible. Vision board again, if you have pictures you can cut out and write phrases or write words on your vision board along with putting pictures of what it is that you desire to create, the new seeds that you want to plant in career, in money and finances, but in this case with love and relationships, you could also do that as well. Carrying rose quartz, working with rose quartz is also going to heal old relationship dynamics or help you to release old relationship connections, heal old relationship wounds from the heart chakra. So you could definitely work with rose quartz as well. All right. Now for those of you that chose the picture Jasper, picture Jasper. Picture Jasper special message. Picture Jasper. This one keeps calling my attention here, so let's pull that one out. Ooh, prosperity with malachite. Okay, malachite is a beautiful green stone. This is about prosperity. Remember that prosperity and abundance is not just about money and finances, but it can be support, it can be gifts, it can be opportunities, it can come in a lot of different ways here. It says, there's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So again, you can work with malachite, the stone. It's known as a money stone. You could put it in your pocketbook or your purse, or just carry it around in your pocket or whatnot. Malachite also works with the heart chakra to make sure that you're balanced in the heart with what it is that you're doing out in the world, that you're balanced within yourself to open yourself up to the flow of prosperity and abundance and blessings that seems to be coming in. But again, it seems like there's a positive shift that's occurring here. So remember that people coming in to gift you with things, or people coming in with words of support or referrals or connections, networking, all of these are forms of prosperity. All of these are forms of support. So make sure that you are aware and open and looking for the blessings in its many different forms, okay? And then for those of you that chose the Scolasite people, special message for Scolasite. This one's popping up. So, Aqua Aura, healthy communication and relationships. So it seems like there's a lot of relationship stuff going on out there, right? And it says at the bottom, heart-to-heart discussions and clear assertive communication help you understand and be understood. Now, Aqua Aura, if I'm not mistaken, you could try to find Aqua Aura. I'm sure you could find something online and purchase it if you wish. But if I'm not mistaken, Aqua Aura is kind of like a opalescent kind of blue stone, or it might even be a type of quartz. Actually, that's one that I'm not exactly totally clear on. I know some of you know what it is. And I know I've seen it before. It's just I don't have any right now, and it's been a while. But the Aqua Aura and this message is about the need for healthy communication. Now, this isn't just in romantic relationships. This can be about friendships, family member relationships, business partnerships. This is about equality and compromise and equal give and take in all of our relationships, and the need to communicate what our needs are, what our desires are, or communicate if we feel challenged or we feel like something's unfair or there's just something that doesn't set right with us. It's okay to be able to talk about it with people. And so make sure that in all of your relationships that you're not feeling restricted from, communicating and expressing yourself. Maybe you need to heal the throat chakra energy here. And of course, we have this energy here that's nearing the throat chakra. This blue color that surrounds the card is throat chakra color. So I would definitely think about doing meditation on the throat chakra energy and healing and balancing that area, and start speaking your truth. Start being authentic and honest and having those conversations with others. Maybe you're just lacking self-confidence in being a speaker or a teacher or a leader in some way and just expressing yourself in general. So start working on that in small ways. You could go, if you go into the grocery store and maybe you need to express something about something, a product on the shelf and you don't understand, or you need a question answered. You can just practice in small ways with using your voice. Others of you maybe are holding back again in some sort of relationship, maybe out of fear about how the other person is going to react, or there's going to be, that you feel there might be some sort of repercussions, or you're just, that it's not worked out before with communication with that particular person. But the fact of the matter is that you should never feel that you're unable to communicate something that you're feeling or wanting or desiring, something that's bothering you or challenging you or doesn't set right with you. You should always be able to communicate with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your business partners, your romantic partners, with your truth, with what you're feeling. And if you can't, then there's something out of balance within that relationship that definitely needs to be healed. So work on the healthy communication. If you can't, communicate with someone, then you have to really start looking at the reason why you're in the relationship to begin with. And that might be one of your soul lessons, is learning to speak your truth, learning to be honest, learning to talk about the hard or difficult things and express yourself. So it looks like the universe, is guiding you to do that this week. All right, everyone. So I hope you've all liked this weekly angel card reading. Thank you so much for all of you that support me on Facebook and through my website. And I'm going to be teaching an astrology class soon. So if that's something you're interested, contact me at Colleen at ColleenLemma.com and ask for the details. Probably in the next couple of weeks or so, I will be putting that out there as well, a beginning course. So anyway, sending you all lots of love and light as we all move through this interesting time of 2020 together, and sending you many, many angel blessings, everyone.